enjoy sitting on the deck reading Hegel, but the greatest good for the greatest number basically says we should all go and spend the day at the fair.
You forgot the part that is, then dad is grumpy and then nobody has fun at the fair.
This dad doesn't get grumpy. I don't have the grumpification. You know, maybe that's when my mom was drinking wine, you know, when that was supposed to develop, and I missed it.
To perform that thought experiment, though, you have to do what I think Hegel says not to do, which is to think what other people are thinking.
Well, he doesn't say you shouldn't do that. He just points out that it's a dismal failure, because if I'm trying to actually know what you're thinking, all I'm really going to get is what I imagine you're thinking, which is just me, not really you.
Which is what you have to put on the chart.
Well, you know, actually, he doesn't get involved in that. He's much more like a laboratory. Let's measure this rat. We can check the brain of this rat, and we can see that the rat likes peanut butter more than he likes cabbage. So let's give him, peanut butter. Oh, he likes sugar more than he likes peanut butter. Oh, so let's just give him sugar. And now he's dead, because you can't just live on sugar, right? So mice are dumb that way. They don't realize, hey, I shouldn't just keep eating sugar, which, feeds into my argument with myself over the Snickers bar. Okay, if I were a mouse, I'd just keep eating Snickers bar until I was dead. But so you use what he calls the hedonistic calculus, as if somehow we could figure out exactly what decisions we should make based on this mathematical, scientific way of deciding things. The question is, even, I don't know, have I shown you Sam Harris talking about this? Sam Harris is on my list.
Promise you won't vape, Emma. Lucky sitcom teens aren't the best people to talk to your kid about vape.
Notice here that this is a factual claim. This is something we could be right or wrong about. If we misconstrue the relationship between biological complexity and the possibilities of experience, well then we could be wrong about the inner lives of insects. Okay, and there's no notion, no version of human morality and human values that I've ever come across that is not at some point reducible to a concern about conscious experience and its possible changes. But even if you get your values from religion, even if you think that good and evil ultimately relate to conditions after death, either to an eternity of happiness with God or an eternity of suffering in hell, you are still concerned about consciousness and its changes. And to say that such changes can persist after death is itself a factual claim, which of course may or may not be true. Now, to speak about the conditions of well-being in this life for human beings, we know that there's a continuum of such facts. We know that it's possible to live in a failed state, where everything that can go wrong does go wrong, where mothers cannot feed their children, where strangers cannot find the basis for peaceful collaboration, where people are murdered indiscriminately.